Hello everyone, it's Simmuz here. Welcome to a brand new video in The Sims 4. As you've seen from the title, we are gonna talk about Kaz. But since the new update for The Sims 4 just came out, I'm gonna talk a little bit about how I feel about this update. So I actually don't mind it. I know that it's very controversial. A lot of people actually don't like it. I still have to get used to this menu, but I don't mind it being this way. I don't know why. The only thing that there are a couple of things obviously that I don't like, and I'm gonna talk about those. I still like that we still have all of this stuff here ready to be changed if we want to. And I like that here we have the trailers, so if we click on it we can see the trailer. So that's very cute actually. I like that. If it loads. If it wants to load, there should be the trailer. But anyway, it's a very cute idea for me. There is YouTube, there is Facebook, you can click that. The other thing that I don't like is this dark blue on the little here, the dark blue on the play button, the new, this dark blue here, I don't really get why it is here. Why is it not like this blue or this blue or this blue, or like you have a loads of different blues. Why did you choose another one? I don't get that, but that's fine. And I don't love the new cover arts. I think they're a little bit shabby, a little bit, I don't know, they don't look great. Is there a way to check them out? I think if I click on the packs, yeah, like here you can see this is a stuff pack, the new spooky stuff like art. It's not great, and this is season. This is a game pack, whatever. Yeah, it's not. I don't like it. It's not good. And also, I don't love that all the expansions now have the same color. Like all the expansion pack had different colors, and I love that. And I'm sad that they don't anymore. That's a pretty big bummer for me. I love the different colors. We had like the rainbows ready here set up. I don't know why they got rid of that. Um, it's fine for the rest. I'm not complaining about like the background is fine. The new plum actually is growing on me. It's not bad. It's not that bad. But in this video, I'm not gonna talk about this for all the time. We're gonna go into Kaz and talk a little bit about Kaz because there was a new update going into Kaz. So we're gonna check that out. So when you open a Kaz, now you have this pop-up coming up. So it says, "Hi, would you like to create my story? We'll start with a fun personality quiz. Afterwards, you can customize my appearance." And you can say, okay, if you want to do this story mode, or no thanks if you don't and want to create normally like usually. So I'm gonna go okay because we can check this out. So let's see how it works. Let's start with an easy question. What age am I? So let's create a young adult. Let's be basic, and she's um, I found an ancient relic of some kind. Keep it, sell it. It belongs in a museum. I'm gonna create like what I would personally choose. So if I find an antique relic of some kind, probably it belongs in a museum. For me, I would probably, I don't know, either keep it or it belongs in a museum. It depends on what kind of relic it is. Like if it's like clearly an important thing, I'm gonna bring it to a museum. If it's like, I don't know, like a coin or something like that, I'm gonna keep it. Um,
Oh,
Flowers
okay.
look best when they are blooming in my garden in a beautiful arrangement that during. Damn, okay. Oh, that would be a very
Ah,
interesting question to answer though. I'm gonna say blooming in my garden. Yeah. The best food is grown yourself,
Brenna.
cut, hook, line, and sinker, prepared by a chef. Personally, I would say prepared by a chef. I've got a pile of documents stacking up. What do I do? Sort them out, share the rest, shred the rest, combine them with another pile, bury them in a time capsule. Um, what I would do, probably combine them in another pile that I for sure have already. And you can see
Very
here, they
nice.
already chose my aspiration and the trait connected to the aspiration. They are just have to choose the traits. So someone makes a joke about me. How do I react? I yell at them, laugh and play along, feel humiliated. Depends on the joke. If it's a joke that is supposed to make you feel humiliated, I probably would, but I usually laugh and play along. So,
Oh,
what's my
that's good
favorite
to see.
pastime? Reading a book, swimming, watching sports. In this three, reading a book is definitely my favorite. What do I want to do on a trip to Sabodorada? Mingle with the locals, venture into the jungle, explore ancient ruins. So it would be like going on vacation, like to Mexico, let's say. So I don't know if I would mingle with the locals, venture into the jungle. I definitely wouldn't venture into the jungle alone or explore an ancient ruins. So I probably would mingle with the locals. What do I grow in my garden? Fruits and vegetables, flowers, weeds. Weeds. Yeah. Flowers, yeah. Oh, and two traits are already done. What defines success? Having many friends, being rich, bettering the world. Honestly, that's a very hard question, and you can always change question if you don't like this one. Um, having many friends. How do I feel about love? I'll know it when I feel it. Love at first sight is real. I keep my option open. I gotta keep my option open. I haven't got the traits. I haven't got the sim. Oh wow. Okay. Hey, nice to meet you. Feel free to say my gender, adjust my appearance, and select my clothing. And don't forget to give me a name. Okay. So, we do get more stuff with this process. So we're getting already a career coming in. We are getting an entertainer career. So, you wanted your name in lights from the time you could spell it. Answer your calling as a professional entertainer. And we're getting bonus skill guitar and violin. Or is it just like bonus skill for the entertainer? I don't know. We're getting skill in archaeology, that for sure. So I'm guessing like a couple of levels in archaeology skill, a couple of levels in logic, and standard starting fans, so modest living. And we are a jokester, cheerful, not committal, and outgoing, with a little like this is our story. That's actually very, very cool. You know, you get a new career, you get into it with a little bit more difference variables. So I think that it would be it's a very, very fun thing that they added. I want to really, yeah, you can add a sim via story or add a new sim pet and all this stuff as usual. They just added this story mode. So I actually like it a lot. And, yeah, the thing that I want to talk about though is a thing that I saw in female clothing. It's a thing that is going on Twitter right now that I saw. A lot of people posting about the new object that we got with the update for base game, and I would like to show you guys what are these objects. So, um, if we go into base game only, so that we are sure content, where is back? Base game. So that we are sure it's just base game stuff. First off, we got this new hair. So, is it just me or this hair was from Dine Out? Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm crazy and it's not from Dine Out, because if you click on Dine Out, it's not there. Dine Out doesn't have the hair now. It only has two. No, three, like I remembered. But it's okay. Maybe it's just me. Okay, let's continue with the base game stuff. Oh, okay, so all this stuff, we got it already. This isn't a new hair, this is actually new. It's actually very pretty. It's the one that was on, it's on the new box art. I think it's purple or the pink. No, I think it's purple like this. Yeah. Yeah, I actually really like this hair. It's a very, very pretty, and I think this is all the new hair. And if you could not see me right now, but I'm doing new with the air quotes because it's new hair. Um, you know, I don't know why that Dynat hair became base game suddenly. Like these are all like base game stuff that we already had, like base game. It was base game, this was base game. Why did we get a Dynat hair for base game? I would like to know. I think it's Dynout, if I'm not mistaken. And the thing is, it's not all that, okay? So if we go into clothing, we should have gotten two new tops and two new bottoms and a bracelets, if I'm not mistaken, for females, and maybe shoes as well. So if we're going to tops, let's go. Packs, base game. Where are the tops? The new tops. Let's see. So this is all the stuff that we already had. There is some custom content, and oh, maybe I missed them. Here, this one, new base game object, I guess. Does this remind you of something? Maybe a beautiful. Where is it? I cannot see them. Get famous thing. Maybe. And if we're going to get famous, we had the short version of this jacket that is from the Get Famous. But if we search for the old version, the long version that was on the cover art, it's like in the trailer. This is the trailer jacket. The jacket that Vanessa was wearing in the trailer is not Get Famous anymore. Is base game. I really don't understand what is that supposed to be. But let's go back into base game. This one I think is new. And this one I think is new. This one I think is also for males. And if I'm not mistaken, this was from kitchen stuff. I'm not sure because I don't have kitchen stuff. But it does look like they remodeled it for females as well. This one, I am not sure if it's from, maybe it was from fitness stuff at this point. I don't even know. Maybe it was from the fitness stuff. Because this is the other top that we got. And this one is for Get Famous as well. And they got rid of it from Get Famous. It was the one with the fade. And they, I don't know what happened. This one is probably one of my favorite top from Get Famous. And if we click on Get Famous and try to look only for Get Famous stuff, this top is one that I loved. And that's it. There is no other one. There's no other Get Famous object. So they're taking stuff from old packs and changing the colors, taking it off from the pack, and getting it as base game. Which would be fine if they added recorders for base game of these objects. Like if you have base game, you can have this shirt, and that's cool because base game doesn't have many things. So it's always good to have new stuff for base game for players that want to buy new packs. But if you are ripping off something from a pack, you have to let everybody know. And I'm gonna post on the screen right now a little caption from the thing, the patch notes for this update right here. And I'm gonna read them to you guys because I want you guys to understand what they said about these new objects. So our new cast of Sims has a new fresh clothing and accessories to wear, and you'll find all of your new content within Create a Sim. Check out the group shot by clicking through the art on the main menu. The base game has received new tops, bottoms, accessories, hairstyles, and a hat. Players who own certain packs will receive new swatches on some of the clothing and accessories they already own from those packs. So, this is not new swatches. I mean, it is new swatches from a pack, I guess. But at the same time, it's not, because it's not in a pack anymore. It's not in Get Famous anymore. It's not here. If I click on Get Famous to get this top, it's not here. Or if I click on Get Famous to get the jacket, it's not here. Or if we go, I think there is I haven't checked the new hat, so I don't know if the hat is from another, like, pack being repackaged this way, which is very, very shady and bad to me, and that's why I want to talk about it. I know that there is a lot of conversation already around it. I'm checking, maybe it's a male hat. I don't know, I cannot see this new hat that they're talking about. This is all the stuff that was already in base game. Unless it's like inside this. I don't know, or I don't know. Well, fine. Maybe it's this one. I'm okay with that. But the thing that I'm not okay with is taking stuff from packs, changing the colors and making them base game, taking out stuff from the pack because we paid for those. We paid money for these cast items. We want these cast items and you're taking them out of the pack. So the pack is not at the same value that it was when I bought it because it doesn't have this object anymore. And I know it's a minor thing because it's just a cast object and there is a whole other thing connected to the get famous, but I know that, but I not understand. But at the same time, it is part of the pack, and I pay for it. It's part of my price. So, part of the price is buying this top, and the fact that the top is not here anymore doesn't give you the it doesn't give me the same value that the pack had at first. I know it's in base game and it's still mine because you have to have base game to use this, but at the same time, like this was in the trailer, guys. Like, this was in the trailer for the same pack. If we want to buy the pack and you see the trailer for Get Famous and you're like, oh my god, I love this top that Vanessa is wearing, I'm gonna buy this pack. You're not gonna get the top. I know you're gonna get it in another way because you're getting it for base game. It's not fair, is what I'm trying to say. I don't think it's fair. It's a fair way to create new content, new with big air quotes. Um, it's just ripping off stuff, changing the colors, and reproposing it into base game. It's not fair for the people that bought the pack. It's not fair for the people with base game because they don't know what they're getting in the pack because the stuff that's in the packs is not actually the one that is here. I don't know if this is might be all a misunderstanding. It might be all like maybe the people, the creators for The Sims, were trying to, I don't know. I'm not sure. They might have been there might be a mistake. I don't know. No, I'm trying to find a way that they would mistake this stuff. Like maybe they wanted to add some swatches and they repackaged it wrong in the base game instead of the pack they were supposed to be in, or maybe there was supposed to be two versions of these objects. Like this object here is only in base game, but maybe there was supposed to be a version for Get Famous with other swatches, the old swatches, because these ones are all different and new. We didn't have these like stripy ones. I don't remember these, and these are all like full one color. I think we had also a faded one. Same for this one. This is different and there are new swatches. There are also some old ones because this one and where is the other one? This one and this one are all from the pack. So maybe they were supposed to be two different objects that are the same but with different swatches so that they can have one for the base game and one for the old pack that they are from. Maybe that was supposed to be what's going on, but this is bad. Like, if we're going to bottoms, if we're going to skin tight, these pants here were from City Living, and they're not from City Living anymore. And it's not even like they added new swatches, is all the new object swatches. Maybe these black ones and these red ones are new. Maybe. I guess. But this object here was from City Living, and now it's not anymore. And I really don't understand that. And I think if it's not a mistake, it's a very shitty thing to do. So that's why I wanted to talk about it. I know that a lot of people are already talking about it on Twitter, and that's always good because conversation about this is always great. So the developers understand our concerns about the game. You cannot not rip like you cannot not rip off stuff from the game from packs that the people already own and expect that we are gonna be fine with it. It's not fine. It's not good. It's bad. It's scummy, and I feel like it's kind of shady as well because you are taking off stuff from packs that we paid full price for. And this is it. This is the video. I'm gonna thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Put on notifications so that you know when the next video is coming out. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, bye bye.